All right. Today we've got ADP non-farm employment change in 5.5 minutes. And then it says we've got 8:30 news, the US Treasury QRA, but that for some reason is never on Forex Factory. And then we've got PMI after the open at 10. So half an hour after the open. So yeah, we got news in just a second. And here's the intro. All right, so yeah, we've displaced down into see if we're gonna maintain that displacement on the daily. If you can see that on most of the charts, Nasdaq really had a bigger move to catch up with everyone. And then ES finally delivered that short that I was holding all day, only for it to deliver the next day. But YM is holding up. It had already taken that liquidity deeper than all the other guys, and we're getting like a change in character. Um, from here. So YM has delivered that. Well, has it? Delivered lower. If you use, since we're, okay, let me just check this out. If we use this, we're not into a discount. But let's check these guys. I don't really know. Can't really tell just eyeballing it. It looks close. Ooh. We're right there. So no, we're not into it on ES. But we've got to be using this low. But I think it's this is the dealing range to me now. This new week opening gap has been this whole leg. Wow, Nasdaq just shy of it too. Interesting. Russell, clearly. But yeah, Russell took out a big pool of liquidity. Everyone's taken out a big pool of liquidity, so it makes sense to just at least retrace like we're doing. The question is, where are we going to retrace to until we reverse again, if we are going to reverse again? And yeah, I mean, we're holding these there's a weekly inefficiency here. Goodness. This is the daily. So we're still kind of respecting that. Let's turn it down a little bit. Yeah, cool off a bit there. So on the daily, it looks like we're still holding that. We're still holding it on the candle close, but it is it is it has been rebalanced 50%. So Yeah, we do need to check these guys. This is what we actually need to check. Okay, yeah, seems like we're even further away from a discount on some of these, but let's just look real quick. We got news in 1 minute, 30 seconds. Just eyeballing it. Okay, yeah, no, we're far away. So, no discount has been reached on this range. Obviously, we have, but I don't think that that's. Let's see, when was this? The 22nd. So, alright, I'm gonna zoom in just see how we're gonna react to the news. Look at the closer levels. Oh, okay, so yeah, I don't. Sometimes this news just isn't that volatile. Cool. That makes it easier. So everybody made a low in Asia besides the Dow. Yesterday when we were selling off, the Dow had this big bounce. All it did was sweep above the PM high, move back below it with everything, failed to take these smooth lows, came back above Asia though. Everybody came back above Asia and did the same retracement. So we do have smooth highs basically all the way to the upside. We've got into this high. Looks like we've just got relative equal highs. But Russell's moving up above uh, London though. So that could be a short here. Flows on everything was bearish yesterday. So we just got a little SMT here. Bearish SMT. And we've got to draw on liquidity lower if we're going to be bearish. We fuse the hourly maybe. We're accumulating this order block. Starting here. Yeah. It's a lot of risk though to risk this high. Unless we're going to go deep. Here to quickly get a good fill somehow. Risk the London high. That's still 3.7 R. So yeah, if we can get just a sweep above these, that'd be great. Yeah, that might be the short right there. Let's see here. Have any of these guys reached into a premium though of the range? Yeah, Russell has. Russell has, and it's taking out this London high. Yeah, these definitely are not, but yes, has too. Okay. Is there another high time from order block though this is pairing on? No, but this is the relevant one. Damn it. If you bid in, you just risk reward sucks. Just on the 15-minute, this is just not the this is the order block here. Unless you use, yeah, it's a weird little gap up candle. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna put some pending orders there because that is the typical setup there, and we do have bearish flows. So it's kind of my job to take that. So yeah, I just look for the sweep above this, and that would make sense because YM likes to do that, where it just kind of marks that Russell top and then Russell takes it out and makes it confusing. But yeah, on these charts, just gotta double check. We had quite the gap up, so there is a gap up there to be wary of. Let me put this order in. How much do we need? We're gonna risk that high. 248. So 60 points. 30. So like
order working. Order working.
I want to get this order filled within the next 15 minutes. Otherwise, I'm gonna cancel and wait to the open. I want them to accumulate into the kill zone. And I want the trade to happen into the kill zone. Let's check the 15-minute here. Oh yeah, on the 15-minute, this is much more clearly the order block on micros. Yeah, what the heck? That's confusing. Well, that doesn't help. Okay. Yeah, weird. Micros, it's very clearly, well, not that clear. 15. Yeah, weird. All right. Let's see here. Oh yeah, if it's the 1 hour, I mean, this is the order block. So should at least hopefully take this high out. Also, it looks like ES and NASDAQ want to take this London high out too. So that would be really nice for me. Cool. Just gonna let that go. It'll probably get filled because it'll probably be wrong and just stop me out. But anyways, yeah, we've reached a discount here. We've obviously reached a huge pool of liquidity on everything, so this could just bounce much higher. Maybe we need a discount on this entire range, not not just this one, but we've kind of made a new one. So hoping that that's it. Russell's got a little inefficiency here. Maybe that's what it's going for. A little smooth highs there. Makes me think this could actually go even higher than what I'm trying to get in for. Oh man, get up in there. It's 8:27. So I need this to get up there. I mean, we've got smooth highs on the Dow here, so we may need to get a delivery on the strength, maybe. We got the strength, maybe we need to just, yeah, maybe it's this next high until we get the next leg, which would be maybe why I'm coming up above here. These guys are up into the order block, and then maybe back down. Oh man, it's close. Sweeping these little highs.
Order filled.
There we go. What the? What the heck? Yeah, I clicked the wrong one. What the heck? Oh, I'm in the wrong account.
Order filled.
There. I'm in about the exact same place. Alright. Yeah, that was in the demo account. What the heck? Freaking. What? Still not copying all of them. Goodness.
Order filled.
Order cancelled.
19.
Order filled.
Order filled.
Order
Order working.
Alright, there we go. Goodness. Positions. Dang. Took a unnecessary $30 stupid fee loss. Alright. Make sure my positions are right. Cool. Goodness. Forgot to change the login. Alright. See if my account is working maybe.
Order rejected.
Nope. Still not working. Yeah, that filled me right at 6:30. That's good. Now we just need to see if it's gonna play, which we may not. We've got divergences everywhere now, so this is really in play. Let's double check my risk tier today. Sleep was just good. I can still increase my size if everything else lines up. Net premium is very clear. It's nothing tricky about it. Just bearish, classically bearish. Continuation, and now we're up. So that's pretty clear. Price action's pretty clear. So we could size up. Yeah, we could. Looks like it's too late though. But I'm honestly, it's still a little bit bigger than. Yeah, this is good. Sweet. So yeah, we got that change in character above here too, and you know, what would be really clear is if the Dow Jones did move down on this trade and these guys actually held, especially Russell. Oh my gosh, yeah, that makes me need to quickly try to get them to fix my account. I'm just gonna start a new thing with them. How do I do that? Crap, which email is my, let's see. Cool. Submitted. Well, I'm hoping this really starts to roll over before the next 10, in the next 10 minutes. But if it stays here past that, it's like not looking good. You'd want them to use that news time zone to start working. So the tide yesterday was just so incredibly bearish. So same thing with the Q holdings. So everything was just really bearish. Besides, besides actually Russell there, they were selling most of the volume. They were selling calls more than puts, but it's a little tricky with the premium being lower. And then they clearly, yeah, it looks like they're getting long. Yeah, I think they're accumulating. They were accumulating long in a tricky way using the premium. Um, which, yeah, we would still need a clear SMT, but I mean, technically, we did kind of get one here. Let's look at these small time frames. I don't think I've looked at the small time frame yet. I mean, barely. It's not clear. Or I gotta go to the bathroom. Well, I've already souped above London, so where else might these guys want to be going towards? Maybe to, maybe just this, like an inversion of the weekly, maybe. Yeah, there is a new week opening gap here. Oh, yeah. Where is it? You're on ES. Yeah, for NASDAQ, it's just right here. So that could be it. I do like the way it's holding here. I mean, it's understandable to come higher because like I was saying, there is this true order block on the lower time frame up at the daily open. So basically above this wick. Basically just this inefficiency. Sorry, wrong chart. Basically this inefficiency above this wick. So that's the real order block right there. And that lines up with the rest of these if like, yeah, a little matrix of them. Anyways, yeah, makes sense for these to come higher. Yeah, I mean Russell could come up into here because we've had some interesting things here too. So, yeah. But yeah, if this is gonna work, I really want it to start going. It's already 15 minutes past 8:30, so it's like literally in the next little bit. Like it needs to start rolling over. Nice. Just kidding. We'll see if we get it. Um, Hard part though is it's like, well, then it might happen at 9 o'clock at the macro, or it might happen into the open. If it doesn't happen before the open, that's kind of where I would, yeah, really get nervous, because then the open, they're probably gonna just actually deliver on some sort of move. But yeah. So yeah, if this doesn't work, let's see. And we do sweep these highs, I would still think there's a short. It's just gonna be not here. It's gonna be after maybe we sweep these highs and everybody's back up into this order block. So yeah, an easy trade. Honestly, if it does sweep these highs, I would probably try to short the ES again. Let's keep this zoomed in a bit. And let's jump over here. But yeah, we do need to keep in mind this gap though. Where's the gap? Maybe we need to go to 1 hour. Make it clear. Yeah, this Russell looks like it really wants here. Hmm. Maybe I had this wrong though, because this isn't into a premium maybe? No, it is. I think it is. Well, let's outline this gap though. Gap down, moves down, opens. And it's not really, oh, it is there. So it's there. Hmm. I think it's there on Russell. Well, yeah, it's not looking good for me. I mean, it's holding up here pretty past the 8:30. Did have that news. Oof. Russell is manufacturing that PM high, which lines up with that, I think, the 1 hour fair value gap. I can't remember where NASDAQ was in the premium. Let's see. Oh, it's just hitting a premium right now. Okay, that adds up. And that is like right into the CE of the new week opening gap and the daily. So, yeah, I can see it going a bit higher to the order block. Maybe even this propulsion block. Or this one. I don't know. Those are propulsion blocks. Whatever. Just gonna have to wait it out. Well, obviously, I would prefer if it had rolled over. Um, but it did make relative equal it manufactured that little wick high, and now it's really into the actual order block. But you know, should have I would have preferred. Well, I was looking for it to roll over earlier. The thing though is, I didn't realize Nasdaq wasn't. Well, I think I just missed it, but Nasdaq is into a premium now, so yeah, maybe that's it. Uh, 703 for me, 903. But now we've officially hit the order block. And yeah, news is kind of offset today, so yeah, it is normal for this to kind of happen outside the regular kill zone of the 830. But yeah, it's hard to tell.
Order submitted.
Order working.
Order submitted.
Order working.
Oh, whoops! Just realized I was whistling into the mic. Whoopsies. Well, we got one extra contract on. That's
Order canceled.
good enough for me, man. That'll be our runner. Huge runner. Never gonna let go of it. Let's see where we'd even go for it. Oh, yeah, that's good, honestly. Yeah. You know, this is actually like an inverted setup here, though. Let's look. 4 hour. Yep. We got an inverted fair value gobble setup where it comes down to the order block, but it already did retrace 50%. So, or did it? Or did it, man? Yeah. At least from there. I never.
Order submitted.
Order working.
Yeah, we'll get that last one in if it's gonna give it to us. Or not. Or not, my friend. Mm -mm. Mm -mm. Mm -mm. Actually, there we are. We'll let one more into the herd.
Order submitted.
Order working.
There we are. Yeah, that's honestly barely any more risk, so I thought I'd go for it. But yeah, that's only because now Nasdaq has reached a premium, and I think it could still. I think I just. I think that was just another factor that could trigger this to work. So either that, or yeah, I'm just wrong, man, and it is what it is. So we'll see. But if you look here at the 15 minute, now we're into the true London order block, which is right here. So let's see how that goes. We want to make it a little bit more tight. I mean, that's that order block, but yeah, that's just, I think this is good enough. So yeah, this is exactly where you want it to dump now. It's reached the CE of this order block, so maybe it could wick up there, but really want to see this candle close here. And we've got 20 minutes to the open, so yeah, that is, oh, it's not looking good. I'll tell you that. It is not looking good. And yeah, I really want to see this 15-minute close here. We've got 5 minutes left on this, or yeah, we'll see. Oh, yeah, I mean, this is normal though. Like, these are smooth highs. There's an inefficiency here right into the order block. So we really manufactured this wick. Boom, we punched through it. This all happens basically 8:30 manufactures that high. Boom, in between that we had the news here. We start delivering into this liquidity. Kind of want to see if there's like a long idea that could have been there. It's not something I'd probably get, but just want to see what happened here at the news, at the hypothetical news, because I don't even know if there was news here. Yeah, there was nothing. Just, oh, actually, yeah, that was kind of when Russell swept that high. So, and now look, Dow is sweeping above this high. Interesting. That's good. But yeah, there's equal highs with that Friday PM or what is it, Tuesday? I think Russell's gonna go one more, but yeah, hopefully that's it. That's exactly where you'd want it to reverse and stall out at on that 15 minute. So let's get it to close right there. That'd be great. Wick up into the CE, close below or at the CE. That's what we want. So we're running out of time here though. Maybe the open it's just gonna sell straight down, but yep. I'd never dream. Alright, here we go. Time to sit here some more in drawdown. But yeah, let's see. Let's just assume we're wrong. Definitely gonna sweep this high. I probably wouldn't like a Dow short anymore until there's new structure. Just everything is just there though. I'd never dream. think. Just go, let it happen. You know, this reminds me a lot of when we had the tariff sell-off. This is like exactly a weird situation that happened, and it was just so complicated to trade it. So, and we also had like crazy flows going on, so it was easy to misread them. But at the same time, I was also just misreading flow in general back then. So, damn, all right, come on, man. Got really got to hold the line here. You know, it could just be going for this. I don't know. It's not over until it's over. Just gotta wait. Oh, stop overanalyzing it. All right, we're right about into the open finally. It looks like we did end up getting those candle closes, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Nasdaq could just seems like Nasdaq could easily come and hit that, and Russell probably gonna want that high there. So I think we still gotta hold on strong and see if we're actually gonna get the move. I mean, on the 1 minute, there's not been any displacements. Oops. How do I go back? Oh, well, now we're getting one, but we want to see like a real move down and like a market structure shift. So yeah, if this can really keep moving down here into the open, that'd be great, but it ain't over till it's over, so we just gotta wait and see. If we start to take out lows, then yeah, I'll probably move my stop to that high just because that's like a really smooth high there, and just like, man, time has kind of been dragging on, so I don't want to hold for that. They've had a lot of time to accumulate those shorts if it is a short, so. And there's been multiple, like this was the first one, if you know, if they were doing it, and then they enticed the longs. So. Yeah, we'll see. See that 1 minute got rebalanced, so I don't like that. Just want to see some clear displacement lower. I would really like a market structure shift here. So we gotta wait for a few more minutes to see if we're gonna get that. But the market opens here right now. Here we go. Nice. Nice. That's good. But we still gotta see if it can hold this. I want the next 5 minutes, this candle to close below here. I don't want it to close green. I want it to close red. So to confirm that shift there. But yeah, looking good so far, obviously. Better than getting stopped out. Just want to make sure this isn't really going to go down though. There's that move up on Nasdaq. I was kind of thinking we'd get. There's even a shift here on the 15 if you're using the micros. Maybe the 10 minute. Yeah, but looks like that's about to get rebalanced. You don't want it to be rebalanced. And then yeah, we still have another news. I think the real red folder, honestly, of the day. Oh yeah, see how high that came up there? I mean, that's okay. It's just for the best trades, you just want it to just fucking dip. So yeah, we'll see. Took out the news low, so maybe that's like some sort of long that's gonna happen here. Yeah, divergence there, but man, yeah, it ain't over till it's over, but that's not what we want to see there. There was a little inefficiency there. Maybe that's what we're getting on the 5 minute, maybe. And this is a really clear order block. So, but man, yeah, I mean, this is just really tricky. It's not looking like a clear bearish price action in there. It's kind of just, yeah, looks like it just went for some lows to go higher. So we'll see. Yeesh. Yep. Don't look good, man. It's probably over for me. Took out that high. So, damn. All right. Nasdaq selling off though. Flows aren't clear yet. Obviously, in the open, it's hard to tell. But it looks like they're selling calls. Oh, you know what? We did get a change in character there just above the open. So there we go. There's a short on ES and Nasdaq playing out. Oof, yeah, and that, oof, man, that might mean, huh, that's just weird though. If it, I don't know, yeah. But dang, yeah, that was a short right there. I mean, could have tried that. And these guys got kind of smooth looking lows there too. But we'll see where this goes. It seems like if that was a short, it's like you want to take profits at any reason. I wouldn't hold for like the lows. I'd probably hold just for like we got. I mean, you would have had a really good stop, so you would have. Yeah, just honestly, the maybe discount of just this run range right there would be probably it right there. But we'll see. Maybe we're all gonna roll over. Maybe we'll get lucky here. Goodness, man. I hate holding through these. Look how close that was to my stop. Oh yeah, Russell took out those equal highs there. That's good. Cool. Yeah, maybe that's it. Honestly, that'd be pretty cool, but now we're back into the the gap though. So there is that gap up. So maybe that was just a little move down there and that's it. How far did we come down here? Yeah, not that deep. But there's gaps everywhere on the down, so yeah, this is not reliable. Oops. Just wanting to see that. This looks so funny on that chart. Oh, now we're back down. That's cool. Hopefully that was it. That was a tricky one. It is always tricky when the news are offset on time. So that's why I got in that exercise. I knew that that was a possibility. But man, come on, man. If we reject that, that looks really good. We can get this candle to just fucking close red somehow. That would be cool. Otherwise, this is gonna be some stupid chop, and that's gonna suck. Yeah, let's get this 15-minute to close red. That would be awesome. I just want this wick to be there. That's what I want. Because that'll kind of support it. If it does come back up, it would seem like that would be the obvious, like, you know, line in the sand would be the wick. So I can at least stop stressing and have some sort of little support, some sort of imbalancey looking thing. Yeah, tide is red, but we're still in the morning. Spy net is just unclear. It is bullish so far though, but not enough to write home about. Q's is bullish. Holdings are very bearish. So we'll see. Well, that was a ride for the first 10 minutes there and all of the morning.
Order working.
Finally,
Order
dude.
cancelled.
My live account is finally working. So, man, and then now I'm not in the trade. Freaking dumb, dude. Would have made bank. Maybe we can use this 15-minute wick for a re-entry or the order block.
Order working. Order cancelled.
Sweet, I think it's working. All right, so, yeah, the question is if we're really gonna dump down here now. Could be tricky. Maybe we're gonna just take just this low out. But the way these guys are all rolling over is giving me hope that we do go pretty deep.
Order working.
What the heck? This thing is broken, man. Dude, what is going on? Prices come all the way back up, but my freaking platform's not working. Was there a freaking kill everything? Just in case. I'm still in on my other accounts. There we go. It loaded for a second. What the heck, dude? Dang. Alright, hopefully this is just the move back up again to reaccumulate again. It's quite the wild ride today. Quite the wild ride today. That was scary though. I just got into my live account to get in, which I got in now, and it like freaked out right as that happened and wouldn't load. Of course. But alright, hopefully this works. If not, just a regular loss. Tricky one today. It's not going to work. Alright, ES is heading up. Man, it is just going to take me out, isn't it? Darn.
Order
Order
filled.
cancelled. Order cancelled.
Well, there you go. Finally, goodness. That was crazy. Oh man, that trade just freaking exhausted me, dude. Well, yeah, it looks like we're just gonna go higher then. Looks like there's some sort of change in character here where we're bouncing and we're either gonna develop the short up here later, but for me, I need a little break, so I'm just gonna wait till I'm just gonna mute myself for a minute, just kind of recalibrate. Yeah, this is just too unclear for me. I think like the move up, it just like especially just off of the open, it just seems like oh there's an SMT with a Russell because it didn't hit the gap, but to me that just seems kind of dumb. Like there was an SMT in the gap, so it just seems like yeah, it seems dumb because it's like oh if that's gonna play out then yeah Russell really needs to shoot up like and so we're just waiting for that to happen and which means Russell needs to really we need to wait for the next what's it called POI and there isn't really that makes sense yet so yeah, I just gotta wait. Looks like there's more going on at these lows. Yeah, I just think I was right there. If it's gonna be a short, it's gotta come up higher. So for the bigger range. So yeah, we're just waiting for that to happen now. Looks like just gotta wait for all this price to deliver first. So just gotta wait. So I'm just gonna end the stream. It's basically probably the day for me. Maybe there'll be a trade PM session. We'll see. Maybe it'll deliver it and then we'll get the short. But there's news in 5 minutes. So I think I'm just gonna record that on here. That way I can always review it and then yeah. So yeah, that's it for me. You know what? There might be a long here. Flows are really bullish. If the Dow can come down and sweep some lows without Russell, without any of them, there's no short setup that I see. The only level to create SMT at though is the open. So it would need to come all the way down. Let me set an alert for that. Yeah, that's about it though. I'm just gonna end the stream and then if I hit an alert, I'll just record it. I'll record something. But yeah, that's it for me today. We'll see you next tomorrow.